Big news is coming up. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Welcome po sa aking channel. I'm still here in the studio. I was busy making my new video from Philippines when some big news was coming up, so I had to make a new video about that. So I had to throw this again between the series of being in the Philippines. Now, what is the big news? What is the important news that I have to tell you? There are some changes when you want to travel to the Philippines, and I think it's important to let you know what are those changes. So first of all, they are canceling the PCR test. And I think that's a really good news that you don't have to do a PCR test anymore before you travel to the Philippines. But you have to be careful because there are some buts about it. The first but is that you have to be fully vaccinated and you need to have your booster shot. At least one booster shot. That's important. If you didn't get a booster shot, if you're only fully vaccinated, you still need to do a pre-departure check. So it means that you still have to do a PCR test if you didn't get your booster shot. Now that's for everybody that's 18 plus. For people that are, or children that are between 12 and 17, they don't have to get a PCR test anymore if they are fully vaccinated. So people or children between 12 and 17, they don't need those booster shots. They just need to be fully vaccinated if they don't want to have any PCR test anymore. Now, for every child under 12, they are following the rules for the parents. So if the parents have a booster shot and if they're fully vaccinated, then also the child don't have to have a PCR test. So that's a big improvement. That's really a big difference. I think it's making it also a lot less stressful. Now, there are some things you have to be fully vaccinated if you're going to the Philippines. It's only for Filipinos that are going back that are less strict. For example, we don't have to do quarantine anymore. But if a Filipino is not vaccinated or not fully vaccinated, or he cannot prove that he's fully vaccinated, then he still needs to do the facility-based quarantine, even if he cannot prove with a PCR test. But most people that are watching my channel, they are foreigners going there to the Philippines. Now, the law about the PCR test, it's for Filipinos and for foreign tourists, so it's applying for everybody. It's only if you're a Filipino and you're not fully vaccinated that there are some restrictions and that you have a different course to go. Now, what is also a different, a big change is you don't need a travel insurance anymore. They cancel also that travel insurance, so that's also really good news. Now, all those new laws, all those new requirements are going in on 30th of May. So it's not from today, it's not from tomorrow, it's from 30th of May. Now, one of the things that is still required, that's the One Health Pass. So make sure that you don't forget to fill in that one. And also, for a foreign tourist, your returning ticket cannot be longer than 30 days from the day that you're arriving in the Philippines. For a foreign tourist, you cannot have a traveling flight or like flight tickets that are longer than 30 days. Now, there are some things that I read in this memo that I didn't read in the previous one, is that if you're married with a Filipino and you're traveling together, like as a balikbayan, you don't need to have that 30 days between. So it's only for foreign tourists. Now, for a foreign tourist, you can always have a return flight going out of the country before the 30 days that you don't use that ticket, or you can just have a flex ticket and you can extend once you're in the Philippines. But don't forget that you have to go to the Bureau of Immigration to extend also your visa. For most people that are arriving in the Philippines, they get a free visa for 30 days. So if you want to stay longer, don't forget that you have to extend it there, and make sure that once you are going there, that your flight is not longer than 30 days when you're arriving, and then you can make some changes once you're in the Philippines. I get a lot of questions about that. That's why I also put this in the video. So if you want to leave from here, make sure you're traveling back within the 30 days. And once you're in the Philippines, you can extend and you can change your ticket and things like that. So that's also something that didn't change. So the only two changes that is the PCR test and the insurance. All the rest stays the same for now. I hope that you like this video. I hope that you think it was informative. And I hope that people that are going to the Philippines think it's a little bit more easy now. You don't have that much stress anymore to get the PCR test in time, because the PCR test is still 48 hours that they require if you need one. I didn't read anything about the s-pass, so I don't know if they are going to cancel that or it's still required. About the Traze app, there is nothing communicated about that, so you still have to search if you need an s-pass to travel around in Philippines. The Traze app is really easy, but the s-pass you have to ask it in advance. So if you're going somewhere, don't forget also to check out the s-pass requirements. I hope you like this video. If you didn't subscribe yet, don't forget to click the red button down the video. And don't forget to click also the notification bell as well. And I hope that my next video can be about Philippines again. I was already making one, but this information came between, so it's important that I give you the latest update. So I hope that you liked it. I hope to see you in the next vlog. Paalam, tot ziens!